Hey everybody, welcome to Mariel Talks Pop. I'm your host, Mariel Bassori, and I am so glad and so excited and so thrilled to start this new season of interviews with one of the most amazing, beautiful, talented singers from the early 2000s. Uh, Let me just say that this girl won't take no broken promises for sure, and that she represents the girls who say that, the girls who could play that. So,
That's right.
welcome, Miss Tonya
Thank you
Mitchell.
so much. Thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited about this. There's something about that early 2000s. There's nothing like it.
I
Nothing.
am so excited to have you here on my show. It's a pleasure. It's an honor to finally meet you. I've been trying to get in touch with you for years, and
Oh
well,
my gosh, thank you. I ran across the video that you did, the Lost Pop Star, and I was so touched by that. That somebody
yeah,
even still just even thought of me or remembered me. That really touched my heart. So I was like, man, thank you. And my sister's like, oh, she wants to do an interview, and I'm like, heck yeah, let's do this thing.
no, I was when it was actually a really shocking thing because for those who don't know, I made a video about Tonya remembering her career. And like a month later, I started getting messages from Tonya's sister and daughter, and I'm like, okay, they're watching the video. So, and I'm like, this is my time to let them know that I've been looking for Tonya because I haven't had any luck.
Oh.
So, and when you finally reach out to me, I was like, yay, finally, this is going to happen, and you're here now. So, welcome.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. I'm excited. You have a really good show. I watched some of your other interviews and it's very interesting. I really hope your channel grows from here.
Oh, thank you. No, I'm pretty sure because of you, it will. Thank
Oh,
you.
thank you.
A lot of people have been requesting me to have you on my show, and I'm like, I would love to, but I haven't been able to reach her. So, and now it happened. So when I announced it on my Instagram and Facebook, everybody was like, "What? I love Tonya. I grew up listening to
Oh, that's
her.
so cute.
I went to her shows. I have her album. I have it too. Yes,
Oh, you have it now. Oh, that's
yeah."
so cool. Oh.
I love this album. So we will be talking about a lot of things that happened uh, throughout the early 2000s because I know you began singing at a very young age.
Yes, I was singing before I could talk, actually.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah,
you began singing country music, right?
I did. I kind of started out actually with like Debbie Gibson,
Okay.
that
Mm-hmm.
early pops. And so I kind of grew from there because I am from Tennessee, right?
Mm-hmm.
So there's some country roots here. But yeah, I kind of sang everything growing up. My first public appearance was when I was 7. I think I was 7. It was a little coffee shop restaurant that my dad hung out at. So that was very exciting.
Oh, okay. Oh, so you began very young, and then you had a chance to perform at this show where you were discovered by Justin Timberlake's grandfather.
Yes, yes.
So
That was,
how was that?
oh, wow. I almost didn't go. I was sick. I felt terrible. And I had these little cassette tapes made. I was going to sell them. It was a charity benefit for St. Jude's Hospital. And
Mm-hmm.
this man approached my dad and he was like, wow, she can really sing. And I was singing country this day, and this was definitely in the country.
Mm-hmm.
So he was like, my daughter's, putting together like this girl group, it's like real pop, and my grandson, he's like Justin Timberlake, and we were all like, who's that? Who? Because nobody NSYNC wasn't out at the time. This was in
Yes.
'98. Yeah, this was
Mm-hmm.
early '98 when I met Bill, and he wanted me to meet his daughter, so he let her listen to my little cassette tapes that I had for sale there. And she was like, "Oh, I love them. Absolutely love her voice. I would love to meet her." So I sent her a video of me singing, and she didn't think it was real because I did Mariah Carey's "Dream Lover," and I hit that
Okay.
high note at first. That's what I hit, and she called me and she was like, "Okay, great video. Can you come to my house and do it?" So I was like, "Sure, let's go." So then we went
Okay.
out to her house and I sang live for her there at their house in Memphis, and kind of started from there. I took a little bit of a back burner for a little while because of Innocence. They were over in Germany. They were doing shows with NSYNC. And NSYNC was
Yes.
just starting to hit over here. So that was the time. That was crazy looking back now.
Oh, okay. So you were considered to be part of Innocence.
No, I met them as okay, I met all of the original. Even Amanda was in it.
Oh,
Um,
okay,
the
okay.
original Innocents. I didn't know them when Brittany, I think she was part of it in the very beginning. I didn't know them then,
Yes,
but
yes.
no, I was not an Innocent. I was always just the solo artist that Lynn
Oh, okay.
had.
I thought they were considered to be part of Innocence, and that would be really
That
fun to
would be
see
kind of
because
cool though. No, we were super close. I hung out with them all the time. I love those girls. They were
oh
great.
yes, their album "So Together." Yes,
Oh, heck
definitely.
yeah, man. They were rocking it. And they're so pretty, all of them. It's insane.
Yes, yes, they were. And you began performing under the name of T.J. Tucker. Uh,
I did. Yeah.
why?
Hmm.
Because your last name is Mitchell.
Right. Okay. So here's that country aspect we were hitting on. My initials are TJ for Tonya Jean, and my dad's favorite country artist was Tanya Tucker.
Oh,
So
okay,
here's
okay.
the TJ Tucker, and he was like, oh, "That's a great stage name." That's before anybody actually used their real name.
Oh, oh, okay, okay.
So yeah, he was like, TJ Tucker, let's get us a stage name. And I mean, he pushed that. He worked at Loretta Lynn's ranch for over 30 something years. And I sang there all the time, right outside of his shop. And
Mm-hmm.
funny story, the TJ Tucker thing intertwines where I almost was selected. Well, I was selected to go do a showcase at Tootsie's in Nashville
Mm-hmm.
for a country deal. At the same time, I met Lynn for a pop deal.
Oh, okay.
Both of them in '98. Yeah, so I had a crossroads to go, and I chose the pop route.
Oh, well, that's interesting. And did you consider taking your name, your stage name, T.J. Tucker, when you were offered the pop record deal?
No, not at all. It was
No.
very much authentic about this is your name, this is what it's going to be. There
Oh,
really was no
okay.
questioning about a stage name or anything like that. It was always just Tonya Mitchell.
Oh, oh, okay. Yeah, I was wondering that. So, you were discovered and then were signed to Just in Time Management, if I'm not
Yes.
mistaken.
Hmm.
Yes. And then you were offered this record deal for Universal Records. So,
Yes.
you were what, 17, 18?
I think I was 16 when I went shopping for the
Oh,
record deals, and I was 17 when I was signed. I actually went to 3 record labels. I went to Jive Records, and I met with Clive Davis, and he was absolutely just 100%. We'll sign you, but you're going to have to play second to Brittany, right? Because she's like bomb, like she's like huge, right? So I was like, okay, cool. I mean, that's cool. Yeah, sure. No, what? So then we go over to Atlantic Records, and they are interested, and they want to hear me sing in the studio. So they put me in the studio with Arif Martin, who is he did our Respect for Aretha Franklin, and so they brought him in, and we did a little song together. And then I walked into Motown. It wasn't Universal at that time. I walked into
mm-hmm.
Motown, and the two A&R guys, once again, sang with my Mariah Carey song, and they stopped and said, okay, we're ready to sign you. So them
Oh,
and Atlantic got into a little bit of a bidding war there. And in the
okay.
end, I guess, it was Motown, and then my AR guys got transferred over to Universal because Universal owns Motown. And they said, you can take one artist with you. Who's it going to be? And they said, Tonya. So that's how I ended up on Universal.
Oh, that's interesting. Fun
Yeah.
story. Yeah.
Yeah.
And how was it for you at 16, 17 to be recording an album? Tell us the experience.
Whew, wow, that was intense. I had sang my entire life. Being in the studio is completely different. Now, I had recorded those little cassette tapes and stuff like that. So I had some experience, but, these are real professionals. These are,
Mm-hmm.
big, big. So the first song I recorded for the album was Broken Promises.
Oh. Mm.
Yeah, and I recorded that out in Las Vegas. He's a perfectionist, and I was getting my feelings hurt. He really he made me grow in ways that I wasn't prepared for. I was ready to get this deal and go, do all this stuff, but I think I've had good guidance. My mom was always on the road with me, always on
Mm-hmm.
the road with me, so she really helped. She knew how to deal with my anxiety, what I was getting of, how do I deal with this like awesome producer perfectionist, right? And
Mm-hmm.
but
Mm-hmm.
everybody was real supportive, and it turned out to be a bomb track. And we turned around and we did another song, Wasted Breath, together. So it was a fantastic experience. I absolutely loved the travel. I did most of my recording, I think, in New York. Again, Rubin, one of my all-time favorite
Mm-hmm.
people on this earth. He's one that we did some country stuff with a couple of years ago that I'm sure we'll get into. but he did, I think, 4 songs on my album, and they're all like I Don't Want to Fall in Love, Turn Around,
Mm.
Stay, um, The Only One. So I mean, yeah, everybody made me feel really comfortable, and every song was recorded in 2 days.
Oh, really fast.
Well, the first day we would do background vocals, and then the next day we would do the lead vocals, and then fly out and go do another song. But I was only presented 12 songs, and those are the 12 songs I recorded that made the album. So,
Oh, I was about to ask you that if you
mm-hmm.
had some leftover songs.
Mm-mm. Not at
Oh,
all.
that's interesting.
Yes, it
Because
is. That never
I have
happens.
talked, yes, I have talked to other pop stars and say that, oh, we have like 12 or 20 other songs that we didn't put in our album. So that's interesting.
Yes.
I thought you had other songs, and I was like hoping to for you to share
Well, I
them with
did
us.
some like several years later. I did a few, but yeah, not with Universal. That was it. They gave me 12 songs. I said, here you go. Every song was done in 2 days, and I think the whole album was done within 6 months.
Yeah, so fast. Well,
Yeah,
that's interesting.
they were ready to crank out their little pop stars. Every label, you know.
Yeah.
Cute.
Oh, wow. So, well, you were so young, very, very
Yeah.
young, and everything happened so fast for you. Then, after the recording of your album, you also obviously released Broken Promises first as
Yes.
your first single. Here comes a question that everybody keeps asking, and here comes mine too, because we all want to know what happened with the Broken Promises video.
Okay. Well, this is interesting because it was never even presented to me. It was never even an idea.
Oh, God.
I don't know if
Why?
that's their way of doing what they were going to do, or they just didn't have plans to go very far with me. It could have been either way.
Oh my God, I
You know,
thought there was something there, but never expected that answer. Oh my
don't
God.
don't think that I didn't ask for it. Don't think that we weren't all begging for it. We were all begging for a video, and we never
And
got it. And we had zero promotion whatsoever. I went on a radio tour, and all the radio stations would add my song, so I was constantly in those magazines where they talk about, how many times you've been added to a radio station or whatnot. And I was always like, I had these huge huge pictures in these magazines and stuff where, and so that's how it got up to number 38 on the top 40 charts with the like Rick
mhm.
D's and Casey Kasem countdowns and stuff. Got up to 38 on its own with no video.
Wow. Well, you
Yeah.
just clarify a lot of things for us fans, because there were a
Yeah.
lot of theories that it was shot, but it was never released, or
No,
that
nothing.
you didn't
It was
want to.
never
So,
even offered. Nope.
oh my God, that's so
I
sad,
know.
because it would have been great to see a Broken
I
Promises
know.
video.
And a lot of people might be also wondering why there was not a second single. And I'm
Yes.
not really sure. I could not answer that question for you because I was really, really pushing. It seemed like my team was pushing, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure. There's a lot of okay. My lawyer that shopped my record deals was Brittany's manager.
Okay. I'm sorry. I just have a like.
You're good.
I'm sorry.
I'm
I've been
waiting for it
sick.
to happen to me. Oh no! Oh, what's
I've
wrong,
been
girl?
sick this past weeks, and this coughing is not going. So I'm so
Oh
sorry.
no, you're good. I hope you feel better.
Yes, yes. I'm so tired of this coughing. But anyway, yes, you were with Larry Rudolph, right? Mm.
Yes, he was the
Okay.
lawyer that I had represent me to shop the deals. Yeah, and then of course Lynn was my manager.
Okay. Okay. Wow, that's interesting, Tonya. There's a lot of things that happened in 2001,
I
and you were
know.
touring with NSYNC. How was that?
Yes, fun, 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 fun. One of the best experiences of my life. I mean, what? How could it not be, right? It's tiring. It was
Obviously.
tiring because we're always on the road, always doing stuff constantly. There's always rehearsing or radio shows or concerts or, things like that. But yeah, it was so fun. I had like 4 or 5 dancers with me at all times. So I wasn't like alone. And we were all on my bus too. So we all got along,
Oh
which was
yeah.
cool.
But you
Yeah, I
said
loved
that
them. They were great.
your mom was always there with you. So
Yes.
you never
Yes.
felt like alone, right?
Yeah, never, never, never. I mean, there's a couple of times. There was this show in Colorado And we had 2 shows in this club, and it was like a two decker club, and we got through the first one fine. So we get to the second one, and here comes the smoke and all this stuff, and their stage is like this big, and all of a sudden my dancer does one of his moves and throws his arm back and breaks the other dancer's nose right on stage while I'm singing, and I have no idea that it's even happening. So my road manager, my tour manager, and my mom rushed the girl off the stage, and my mom's gone to the ER. I'm still singing. I have no idea what's going on. I just know that there's not people behind me anymore. I just need to keep going. And then all of a sudden, everybody just stopped and just started staring at me like this. And I'm like, I'm singing. So I'm like, oh, dang, okay. And then everybody started like clapping real loud. And I was like, I must be killing it. Yeah, okay. And I finished the song and everything. It turned out I had lost the music and I was singing a cappella the entire time. So
well, that was brave of you.
Well, I could hear the music in my ears. My inner monitors were working, but it wasn't out to the audience. So everybody started clapping because they were like, "Oh my gosh, she's really singing and it's still going." So that was like a weird night because there was like a nose break. But memories, babe. Memories.
But at least by you saying this is that you were singing live, so that's great because a lot of artists use autotune.
Yeah. I took a lot of pride in that. I sang live every single time. I mean, I have my background vocals because, I didn't have backup singers.
Yeah. Oh my God, I'm so sorry.
No, you're okay. Oh, I just hope you feel better.
I was trying to avoid this, but, every time that you want to do something,
anytime.
It happens. So,
anytime.
Yeah. I know.
Don't plan anything ever.
No, I know. Well, yeah, you were singing live, which is great because, like I told you, a lot of artists usually use autotune. So that means you are a real artist, Tonya, which is something that I have always admired about you because you really put passion into your music and into your performances. So
thank you.
You're a great performer.
Oh, thank you. I'm not a great dancer, but that's not really my thing, right?
Well, that's not what I saw on the videos I have found on the internet.
Okay.
You were, I mean, you have the moves. You got the moves.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you. All right.
And what other artists did you meet during your tour? Your tour life? I know you were with Boys to Men.
Oh, yes, my favorite. They were signed to Motown as well. So we were label mates as well as 98 Degrees. They were signed to Universal. So we were label mates. So we got, we went out to dinner a lot, all together. And, NSYNC would have their after parties and that kind of stuff. But I think the most exciting show was when it was in Las Vegas. I can't remember the name of it. But there were Boyz II Men was there, Jessica Simpson, Tyrese, Nelly.
Yes.
You're bringing everybody, and I got to perform on stage with these people, the same festival. So, that's a moment. That's a moment for me because that was just, I was looking at all these people. I'm like, what? Where am I? This little girl from Tennessee.
I've seen pictures of you with Jessica Simpson and with Willa Ford, who is also one of the queens of the early 2000s with you.
She was.
Yes.
Oh, and a funny story, back before I even got with Universal, when I met with Lynn and she was kind of, I guess, preparing me, I was part of the Transcontinental Company with Lou Pearlman. I flew down to see Lou Pearlman in Orlando and sang, I think it was Martina McBride's song, Valentine.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they had a vocal coach play it on the piano, and I sang it for him, and he was like, "Oh yeah, cool. We want to do something with you." And that's where I met Aaron Carter, and Take 5, Innocents were always there. It was some kind of rehearsal studio there in Orlando, but it was just kind of cool. You get to walk in and just see all these people, and they're like, "Hey, what's up?" And and you realize, all normal people like me. That's so cool.
That's so cool. I love all those artists that you just mentioned. So it's
yes, so me too.
And you were all the time were featured on the Pop Stars magazine. So
yes, they loved me and I loved them. We went and did a whole spread together. I think it was in New York. And I remember as soon as I got done with that, I had to fly out to California. And that was a time. That was don't fly from New York to California after you've done all this stuff all day and expect to get any sleep. You get jet lagged and stuff.
Of
But yeah,
course.
travel was all the time. But Popstar Magazine, they were so supportive. I could just send them an email, and they'd be like, hey, this is new. They even did a little spot, and when I have it somewhere, I have all my memorabilia. But they have an article on there where they're talking about where my dad passed away. And it is the
Mm.
sweetest thing that they really just took time to do that and recognize that. So I
Yes,
love
that
them.
that magazine was for sure a big platform for pop singers of that time. So yeah, I used to buy it here in Mexico. It was really expensive because it was imported, but I didn't care. So my dad would buy them for me. So I thank him because I got to know a lot of artists because of that magazine.
Sure, sure. That well, when I just remember going into the grocery stores, and just being able to see all these people that I have met or knew or just being able to go see next week or something was just really strange. My little face popped up about this big on one of the front pages, and I was like, oh, that's me. So my dad was super proud. He was buying
Oh,
every magazine. He'd go to the grocery store and be like, is Tonya in here this week? And it was
oh,
so
that's so
cute.
sweet. But well, unfortunately, your father passed away that same year your album was released, right?
My album was released in, I think it was April of
Yes.
2001, and my father passed away in July.
Oh my God,
So
that's so
right
sad.
there, yeah,
And
right
so,
in the same time, yeah.
for what I've read, um, you were well, obviously very sad because of your dad's passing, and that led you to leave the record deal. Because I want to clarify that.
Well, okay, so I had my record deal. I was getting very frustrated there towards the end before my father passed away, and he was too. Anytime my dad, it was so cute because anytime my dad would get frustrated about my career, he'd call Bill Bomar, Justin's
Yeah.
grandfather, and they were best friends. They're two peas in a pod, so they talked all the time. And he was like, "Well, I'll say something. Maybe I can get, some information or something." But the the touring after I got off of tour, I was home for 3 weeks before my dad passed away, so I had that 3 week period of doing nothing. So there was, agitation growing. I was sending emails, hey, what's next? Where are we going? What's the next single? Are we about to shoot a video? Is there more shows? What's going on? Zero. Complete silence. I was getting no responses. Um, I honestly couldn't tell you what happened, but then my dad passed away, and Justin's stepfather, Paul, came to the funeral. Lynn couldn't make it for some reason, but they came to the funeral. And after that, it was silence. And then I just get a termination notification pretty much from Lynn. And I actually even sent an email to Universal Studios and told them to either crap or get off the pot. Like that, I was so frustrated.
Oh God,
So it
that's
was it
so
wasn't
weird.
it, it wasn't a choice. It wasn't a choice. And then after my dad passed away, I was like, lost for a while. It's still something I'm dealing with. Some people just never really get that closure or whatever. So it's definitely caused a lot of pain in my life. But, I've had my mama, I got my sisters, just but I called Larry Rudolph, I called Universal, I called Lynn, I called anybody that could, Bill, Sadie, anybody. Nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Silence, complete silence. So then like I
Oh
said,
my
I got the
God,
termination. Yeah. So I was just kind of like abandoned. I've been
that's so
abandoned.
cruel. That's so cruel.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Abandoned.
so I was about to ask you if there was ever a plan for a second album, but by you telling me this, I don't think.
There wasn't even a plan for a video.
Right. Oh my God, the music
Yeah.
industry can be really, really mean sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah. For
So,
sure. I mean, I kind of, I'm glad I got the experience, and I know that I'm talented enough and good enough to accomplish what I have accomplished.
right.
But as I grew older and I had Scarlett, um,
Mm-hmm.
things changed a little bit. I was interested. Like I said, I did a few more things with Gin around 2010. I did some country stuff with Gin. And, he reached out to me a couple of weeks ago. He's wanting to, do some things with those songs and stuff too. But nothing's really just grabbed me. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
since then, I've just really focused on family. That's kind of where I've been. But it's. I mean, this is amazing. I love doing what I'm doing right now. This is so fun. This is so fun. Nobody's ever really asked me questions like this, so I'm
No, I
loving it.
mean that's why we're here, Tonya, because I opened this account and this channel to bring back those good memories of the early 2000s, of the music I grew up with and that a lot of people loves. So that's that's the main reason. And by talking to you and other pop singers from that time, it's just fantastic to know more of your experiences, about your recordings, everything. So thank you again for being here.
No, thank you for having me here. Did you ever talk to man? Now I'm drawing a blank. Hmm. You do this a lot with the old 2000 pop stars. I'm
Oh,
trying
well,
to think of who do I want to ask about here? You said S Club 7 you did as well?
no, I wish, darling, I wish.
Oh, oh.
No, but I have interviewed one of the girls from Eden's Crush, which I know you know, because
Yes.
yeah,
Yes, I think that's who I was thinking about too, because they were on tour with NSYNC with me.
yes, and they were very
And
good
they
too,
were
and
so fun. And they gave me all kind of clothes and they were like, come on, girl. They were so cool. They were
yes,
so cool.
and they didn't last long either.
I
So, which is a
know.
shame.
Well,
It's a shame.
also on tour was 3LW with me.
Oh, I love them.
Little
Yes.
Romeo.
Uh
Little
huh.
Romeo was on tour with me. BB Mac is another one.
Mhm. From
So yeah,
from
wow, this
Britain.
is bringing
Yes.
back. Yeah, this is bringing back all kind of memories. This is fun.
I know, and you got to meet Brittany. So, how
Yeah,
was
of course.
Brittany?
She's so nice. Like she is genuinely just nice. She's just so sweet. She's exactly how she, comes across, just bubbly and just very supportive. Father's Day,
Mhm.
2001, June 17th, and you can look it up. We were performing at Soldiers Field there in Chicago, I believe it was. And so Brittany came out and she sat out in the VIP area and watched me open for NSYNC. Now, keep in mind, I watched her open for NSYNC. That's how long I've known NSYNC. I saw NSYNC open for Janet Jackson in Memphis.
And that now you were
So
their opening act. So wow.
exactly right. So she told Lynn. Lynn later told me that she goes, "Wow, she's really good. I wish my show was that good when I first started." So that was awesome. Like I really took that. I was like, "Wow." So, coming from Britney Spears, that's pretty dang cool.
I know she began performing in malls and nobody actually knew her.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I've
And
been reading
actually,
her book.
Innocence did that too. And Lynn even told me, she was like, "We're probably gonna have to do a little mall tour," but we never had to do that. But yeah, I was very
Oh.
prepared to do that as well. Yeah.
And how was it for you to perform in front of NSYNC fans? How did they receive you? Were they
They
good,
received
the
me
fans?
great. Yes,
Okay.
I've not had a bad experience except for it wasn't NSYNC. It was some radio show I was doing. Um, I don't think I was the targeted audience, and a few other people, and so we had like water bottles thrown at us. But we were dodging and still singing and dancing. We finished our show.
Oh
I'm not stopping.
no, no, you're a professional, darling. So yes,
The show must go on,
the
dear.
show must
The
go on.
show must
Yes,
go on.
but I mean, fans can be sometimes like really, really,
They were
intense.
also, I've never met anybody that was rude. Everybody was just like, oh my gosh, hello. And a lot of people even thought I was Britney at the time because I had, I ended up drying my hair blonde later. I was
Mm-hmm.
not happy with the album cover. That's something that people probably don't know. I absolutely hated that picture. Like I cried. I cried and cried and cried and cried and begged for another picture.
I
Cried,
was about to tell you. I
cried.
wonder why they chose this picture because you look so serious.
Well, they wanted it to be a little bit more of a serious pop album instead of bubblegum. Even though there's some kind of bubblegum tracks on there, I think it's
It is.
some of it has a little bit more, like I think a place like this is a little bit more like R&B or you know something like that. The album's kind of all over the place.
Well, it has a little bit of everything, but I do
Yeah.
consider that the album is pure bubblegum, Tonya.
Yeah, it is. It is, especially with
And,
me singing it. I mean, you know, we were
and
taught how
yes,
to say May. It's going to be May. We were taught to say that by like the vocal coaches and stuff. So it's
uh,
going to be May.
and
So it's kind of
was
funny.
it
It took off to be a meme.
And was it difficult for you because you were telling me that you began singing a lot of country music, and all of a sudden you were offered a pop contract. Was it difficult for you to switch genres?
I don't think so because I sang Mariah Carey and pop music within my country um, repertoire, if you will, like the little list of songs I have for the show that I was doing before I got a record deal. I would do country and pop, and I mean, I would go as far as pop as pop, 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 and then country, 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 like Trisha Yearwood country.
Yeah.
So I had a
Hmm.
nice array of music. So I was always really good at just falling into place because I've pretty much sang everything. I've even rapped. So
Oh, oh, that's great. And did you like the songs when you first heard them, or is there any
most
song
of
that
them,
you?
yeah,
Mm, mm,
mm, yeah. There's a few songs. There's one. I don't know if I should say it though. Like I don't want to hurt the feelings. If I really doubt he would ever even watch this, but we didn't really get along very well, and we had to record that song twice. And he was not happy that I got it. He wanted the song to go to Tony Braxton. He was very upset that I had the song. So
but
he kind of gave me a hard time about it a little bit.
no, but what song?
Um, well, it's called A Place Like This on the album.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
You're not
yeah.
disappointing me. So okay.
No, okay, no, definitely, definitely. I know. It seems to be a lot of the favorite songs that people have are like, "I Don't Want to Fall in Love," "Stay," and "Turn." I like the
I
ballads.
Yes. Yeah, I Cry Real Tears is a masterpiece, Tonya.
I remember recording that one very well. That was in New York,
Yeah.
and that was a I was going through some stuff at that time, and that's probably about the only song I could relate to at the time because I was so young. Now that I'm 41, I could go record that whole album all over again because, honey, I've lived it all. I've lived every single word that I have sang in that album. So I would love to maybe do the whole album again. That'd be kind of cool.
That I was about to ask you that if you would be willing to re-record it
I
now
would
that
love that.
it's
Yes.
been over
Hmm.
20 years. So
I know.
that
Yeah.
would be
Or at least
awesome.
one or two of the songs or something like that, just to, just bring something kind of fresh out into the realm.
Please. Please, that would be for us fans, we would be so thrilled to see
Oh,
how your voice has changed over the years and how different would you make them. I mean, it would be so fun.
yes, I would like to do that too. So maybe some of the producers are listening. Maybe we can do.
Let's hope. Let's hope. That
Maybe
would
you
be
can do
awesome.
one of the songs. What is your favorite song on the album? Do you have
Oh,
a favorite?
yeah. Well, I always love "Broken Promises" because that's the song I knew.
Always heard. Yeah.
I heard. But sorry, my favorite is definitely "I Cry Real Tears."
Oh.
And I have heard the other versions of that song, and from another group I don't recall the name, and from Eternal, who also re-recorded
Okay.
that song. But
I think
no,
when I got the demo, I think it was Brandy that was singing it. When I got the demo, I think it was they sent me
mm,
Brandy's demo. I
no,
think she sang
it
that
was a
song.
three-piece group. It was three girls, but I don't remember their name.
Oh.
Well, anyway,
Hmm.
but I listened to that version, and then came your version, and then came Eternal's version, and no, yours is by far the best.
Oh, thank you. And I will tell you, if you listen to it, there's a lot of emotion in that because, like I said, I was going through some stuff. So that might be
Yeah,
why it stands out to you like that. But that's a beautiful song.
yeah, and your vocals are dang.
Thank you. Oh, that's so
The
sweet.
best. And your favorite song of the album, what is your favorite song?
That's so hard. I like I Represent. I do
Yeah.
like that one a lot. I think it's a great way to start the album because it's the first song on there. I think it's a great way to start that. Favorite song? Well, I played Stay at my dad's funeral, so I can't listen to that one anymore. Turnaround's a
Mm.
great one. Ooh, I don't know. I don't
There's
think I really have like a favorite.
Yeah, there's one I love. Yeah, you're the one I want, and the only one.
Mm-hmm.
Those are really cool.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, thank you for Plastic Allowed. The three-piece group was Lace. Lace. Yeah, I didn't
Oh,
remember their
okay.
name.
Well, not after 20,
I,
years.
I didn't remember. I didn't remember that group. I know that it was a three
Oh,
piece, but I didn't remember their name. Um, so a few years later, after your album came out, there were other songs leaked. I don't know. It was through a MySpace account or something. There's one
yes.
called
Okay.
Bad Girl,
Yeah, Bad Girl and Miss It, I think was
Miss It.
another one. And
Um,
Sometimey Friend, there was another one on there. After I had my baby and
uh-huh.
was moving on with the family life and stuff, I was approached by this guy who was starting a management company, and he was like, "Hey, I want to maybe do some stuff." And at that time, I was like, "Oh, cool, this sounds fun." So we went out to LA and we recorded those songs. And I guess he was like trying to shop me around to places and things like that, but other than that, nothing really came out of that, just other than the
Mm-hmm.
songs. And then in 2010, 3 years later, is when I met up with again to do a country project. Those songs I really, really love. I enjoy singing them. He and I work very, very well together. So if there's anything for the future, he and I would probably collab for sure.
It would have been great to see a second album from you because those songs, like Bad Girl, and I have them here. Don't ask me how I got them. Please don't. Don't ask. But I have four
Oh,
here. It's Bad Girl, Miss It, Shy Roll, and Yes I Will.
Shiro.
Those are the ones I have.
Yes, yeah, that's the one I forgot. Yes, and they were so fun to record. They were so fun. We had a ball, but nothing really came of it. So we just kind of moved on, and he went to a different project, and I went on about my family life again until I was approached by again to do the country thing in 2010, and then after that, it's
Mhm.
kind of I did a song in 2017 for like a demo.
Mhm.
Then You Can Tell Me Goodbye is the name of it. But really, that's the last studio work I've done.
Oh, but we would love to see you coming back, Tonya.
Yeah, I would love to come back. That'd be kind of fun. Like I said, just re-release just one of those songs for my fans would be super cool.
It would be great because nowadays it's easier for artists to, present your music through different platforms because back then you needed the help of many people, and now it's easier with YouTube and Spotify and any other platform you can think of. It's easier for you to reach for people. So we would love
Yeah,
to. We
for
would
sure.
love to see you re-recording those
That would be
songs.
fun. Yeah, that would be fun. I'll see what I can do about that.
And how do you feel like 20 years later, still being getting in touch with fans and when they approach you, how do you feel?
Anybody that knows me knows how much that means to me. That
Mm,
that my dad passing away in the midst of all that because that was his dream for me.
mm,
He spent every penny pushing and promoting and every opportunity. I never missed one. He always made sure that I was there. And yeah, so it would be kind of cool to come out with a song, about him. And actually, Gwen and I wrote a song called "Nobody Loves Me Like You." You might be able
mhm.
to find that one on YouTube. I'm pretty sure it's on there. If not, I can find a way for Gwen to maybe let us hear
Please
that one.
do.
But yeah,
Hmm.
that's a really good song. We actually did a video to that one, so the video's on YouTube, I think.
Oh, okay. I didn't find anything under that name, but I will search.
Okay, and I'll send it to you through email when we get through talking if you
Okay.
still can't find it.
Okay, great. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you're good. Yeah.
This is so embarrassing.
No, Tennessee is the worst for allergies. Yeah,
Oh,
it's.
well,
I don't know how I'm breathing right now.
yeah, it's crazy. Here it's the same. Um, I was about to ask you. You have a daughter, and I
I
believe
do.
you have two more kids.
Yeah, I do have three daughters. I do. I have Scarlett,
Three
who is
daughters.
19. I
Uh
do.
huh.
Yeah. I have Scarlett, who is now 19. She'll be 20 in March. I can't
Wow.
believe that. Right. Her age when I was doing all that touring stuff. And my second one is Reveille, and she's 8. And then I have a beautiful little baby, curly headed little baby doll named Ruby, and she's 3.
Oh, that's so cute. I have a 3-year-old too, so yeah, I know what it
Oh,
feels.
sweet.
Yeah. Oh my God, that's so cute. Have they listened to your music? What are they
Oh, yeah.
thoughts?
Oh, my word. Okay, well, Scarlett, this one comes through the house all the time going, "Oh my God, is that Tonya Mitchell? Oh my God, is that Tonya Mitchell?" all day, all day, all day. And then tonight, I told my 8-year-old I was doing this on the video tonight. She goes, "I want to be famous." I was like, "Well, girl, she wants to start a YouTube channel so bad, so she's really into that."
Oh wow! But she likes your songs. They like your
Yes,
songs.
yeah. Well, they say they do, so maybe they're not just being nice. Times have
No,
changed.
I don't think
Music
so.
has
I don't
changed.
know.
Music's way different today. Way different today.
I know. I know. What are your thoughts on today's music? Do you like it or do you prefer the older days?
It's hit or miss. I think it depends on the song and or the artist. Sometimes for me, I enjoy a lot of today's music. I don't really have like a favorite artist, I guess I would say. But I find myself listening to more of the older stuff. But I'm like a huge Queen fan, so that's usually what I kind of listen to.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because nowadays music is so different from what was on when you were on radio and on tour. I just can't click with it. I don't find it like,
No,
I don't
yeah,
know. I don't
I'm
know.
with you. I'm with you there. Maybe it's just because I'm biased, and I was that cool age of 18 when that cool music was out and stuff. And our kids will probably think that too when they're bigger.
Yeah, yeah, probably. So, well,
They'll be like, "Man, my music was way better than y'all's." But
yeah. Well, you were part of an amazing era
yeah,
in pop music. I think 2001 was a time for the greatest pop music out there. So,
yeah.
I'm so happy to finally ask you all these questions. And obviously, we have fans here. They want to know some stuff. Let's see. I love to see Tonya. She looks amazing. This is my friend Mauricio. He's from Colombia, and he got to know your music because of me. I recommended your songs to him,
Oh,
and he was like, "I love her so much," and he hasn't stopped playing your music ever since.
thank
So
you so much. That is so sweet. Thank you.
yeah, everybody wants to know about what happened to the Broken Promises video.
Yeah.
There you go, guys. There's the answer. It's a shame it didn't happen. Maybe you can do it now, Tonya.
Yeah.
A different
Let's
Broken
do it.
Promises video. Let's do it. Yeah, it
Let's
would be
do it. I can
fun.
re-record it and I can record the video too. That'd be so fun.
To please
I
the
should reach
fans.
out
That
to him about that. Yeah.
yes, please do.
Oh,
Uh, there's Paulo Enrique. He says, "Amazing live. I always loved Tonya. I guess I may be one of the fewer Brazilians who know her. I know a lot of people from Brazil who love her. So yeah,
oh, thank you. And that's another thing with touring. I never performed in Tennessee.
you told me. Yeah,
Not even a radio show. I wasn't even promoted to the radio stations in my own state. And most of the touring that I did, most of the radio shows were they would be anywhere from Ohio to California. But when I was on tour with NSYNC, it was mostly on the East Coast. So we had, New York and all those places, but they never took me
mm-hmm.
over there. So it's
That
strange.
would have been great. But now you have people here from all over the world saying that they love your
Yeah.
music. How do you feel about that? Because there's people from Brazil, from Colombia, from Mexico, a lot of people.
I'm really humbled by that and very overwhelmed by that because it just really touches my heart. Like I said, it takes me back to my dad, and his memory, and that's just kind of hits here for me. So I just really thank you for that. Genuinely, thank you.
That's the great thing about internet that nowadays it's easier for us to
Oh, and
find
that's another
music.
thing. As soon as my song came out, you know what came out? Napster.
Yeah,
Napster.
and a lot of
Napster
other.
hurt my album sales. Yeah, nobody had to buy the albums anymore because they could just steal it.
That is
so.
Well, I gotta be honest, Tony, and say that I didn't get this album until a few years ago because it wasn't sold here in Mexico. So for me, I had these songs. Don't ask me how, but I had them. I knew them. But then obviously I said I need to have it because it's a 2001 gem. So yes, and it's here now. It's original.
Oh, that's amazing. I think I have maybe one copy somewhere still in the plastic. but
Really?
that's it. I've also bought one or two off eBay myself just so I could have one because, yeah, they just,
Oh,
I remember my album release party. It was in a CD store,
oh, okay.
and then I
Oh,
could
CD
see my
stores.
CD on the stand for the first time ever. And they had this big sheet cake with the album cover on it. And Popstar Magazine was there. And it was just so much fun.
Oh,
Oh, it was
that must
so
have
much
been
fun.
great. I don't you miss CD stores, Tonya?
I do. I do. I miss being able to walk in, touch it, put the headphones on, and listen. Ooh, are there any other cool songs on this album? And then you have to go pay over $20 for the CD. Miss those days.
Yeah, yeah. Now it's everything is digital, and I don't know about you, but I love the feeling of opening an album and
Yes.
seeing the booklet and like everything. That
Yeah, it gives you
that was
something to
great.
read. It gives you something to read.
Yes, yeah. And well, I'm happy to have this copy now. So
Thank you.
yeah,
I'm happy that you have that copy. So thank you very much for your support.
it's it. No, I love it, Tonya. You don't have to thank me for anything. I don't have words to describe how I feel right now. That's why I got the coughing because I was so nervous.
Girl, I've been nervous too. Woo, I haven't done an interview in like 21 years.
What? And I'm so flattered that you said yes to me. So,
I would
well,
not turn this down for anything. I wasn't going to miss
oh,
this.
Tonya, you're the best. You're the best.
Thank you. No, you're the best. You're the best.
No, thank you. We are super proud of our girl host Mariel. Go. Oh, thank you, my boys from Ready Set Pop. I host a podcast with two of my friends from Brazil and Colombia, and I told them that I was going to interview you. So they've been helping me promoting the
Oh, thank
interview.
you so
So
much. Thank
and
you.
we would love to have you on our podcast too. So
That sounds like fun. I'm down. I'm
yeah,
definitely down.
to have a 2001 pop talk. That would be awesome.
Pop talk.
Carmen says Tonya looks really beautiful, and
Oh,
Lucas, who is my friend from the podcast, says Tonya still looks like a pop star. I
thank
know,
you.
right? She, I told her before we went live that she hasn't aged one day. What's? Tell me what's your secret, Tonya, please.
I wish I knew. But thank you very much. I feel like I've aged about 100 years, but I feel 80, but so I appreciate it. I really do. I mean, three
No,
kids,
no,
that'll do it to you.
no. I know. Being pregnant and all that, it's crazy, but you
Ooh,
look great. You look
thank you
great.
so much.
Yes. Was Street Diane K. I guess it's someone from your
Yes,
friends.
yes.
Street Team did a lot back in the day. It was all fans. Love you, T. Levy Harden, Tonya Mitchell, I love you.
I love you.
I Represent should be the second single for sure. What a gem. Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
That would
I
have been.
agree.
Or
I agree.
also Wasted Breath. Yes, those songs had, that pop vibe. Bridget McNamara. Ask her
Bridget.
about Joey McIntyre.
Oh, oh, I actually forgot about this. Okay, so I'm gonna try to make this a long story short. So when I was really little, and my sister's gonna hate me for this, my favorite, I loved New Kids on the Block. I almost said NSYNC on the Block. I always loved New Kids on the Block so much, but Joey was always my favorite. I love the curly hair and the blue eyes, and he was the young one, because I was significantly younger than them. And so anyway, one time my sister went to their concert and came back and put like a note in my dresser drawer that was signed by Joey McIntyre and telling me that he'd love to meet me one day and all this stuff. So anyway, she broke my heart over that. So fast forward 20 years later, and Joey McIntyre is doing a solo album, and he comes on the radio tour with us, and I finally get to meet him. And it's like a dream come true. And then I just shove it in my sister's face. Like, look who I really got to meet 20 years later. So that was pretty funny. Yeah. And then,
wow.
I'm pretty sure I embarrassed him a few times too, because I just walk up to him and be like, "Hey, you want to take a picture with me?"
Well, who didn't love New Kids on the Block back in the day? So
I know. Heck yeah. Debbie Gibson, that was she was one of I actually saw her open for NSYNC too. And she was actually kind of rude to me.
Debbie Gibson opening for NSYNC?
Mm-hmm. It was in Jacksonville or Jackson, Mississippi. Yeah, I think it was in Jackson, Mississippi. I actually went down to the show with Lynn and Justin and Justin's dad. So I saw her open for them, and then we all left. But she was like kind of rude to me. I was really disappointed because she was like always one of my big. Debbie Gibson and Mariah Carey were my two. I have never met Mariah Carey, so I'm still holding
Oh,
out hope that we can have have a good experience the first time we meet one day. I hope. But that was not a good experience.
no, I guess because she was huge in the 80s, right?
I know. She was my number one. Yeah, for sure.
Oh,
I was her number one fan when I was a little girl. And,
mm,
they always say don't meet your idol. I could have just caught her on a bad day. But, I'm just like, this is like the only chance I will ever get to meet you,
mm-hmm.
So I hopefully have left a, decent impression on most people, that I've ever met. Cause I don't think I've ever really come across as rude, worked really hard. I had some people on tour with me that liked to party. I never did that. I always had my mom with me.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Um, but we had a mini bar, on the bus and stuff. And a lot of my entourage or whatever would just like get rid of it same day
Oh,
and stuff
well,
like that. But yeah,
but I
hopefully
don't.
I left a decent impression because I worked hard. I didn't party, and that's another bummer about all of this is that I was ready to go with it, but I guess God had a different plan, obviously. So
Definitely, and being there with your mom, it also helped a lot. Like you were so
she's
young,
my
and
best friend. Oh yeah, my dad
oh,
actually came out on tour with me for a week. Um,
oh,
that was Father's Day, what I was talking about earlier. I got to stand up in front of 50,000 people and wish him a happy Father's Day, and he died a month later.
oh, oh,
Yeah,
Tony,
he
don't
came
say.
on
Oh,
tour for a week, and he hated the tour life. He always thought he would like it, and after a week, he was like, "I just can't. I don't like this." So he flew home and stuff. And like I said, I got off tour, and I was home for like 3 weeks before he died. And then, so I
oh,
find it like it was meant to be. So I had that closure. I had that time with him because if he had
mm-hmm,
passed
mm-hmm.
away while I was on tour, I'm not sure. I'm not sure how I would have handled that.
Well, God has His own plans, and what you
Yeah.
were there, so that you should be happy about that, and knowing that your dad saw you having all this
For sure.
success,
Oh, my
and
dad, he always wore this hat that he had Tonya Mitchell on. And I have a picture of
oh,
him and where he got to meet Britney Spears. He took a picture with her, but he's wearing his Tonya Mitchell hat. And it's the cutest thing ever.
oh, that's so cute. Oh,
I
well,
know. It's adorable. I hope I
that's
can find that and I'll send it to you. I have to look through all this stuff and get it to you, but I have a lot of memories.
yes.
I've got fan books, I've got my lanyards. I've held
Oh,
on to most of the things.
well, I would love to see all that, and I think the fans will agree because there's not a lot of you out there. So
Yeah.
it would be great to see more, memorabilia and photos
Sure.
and stuff.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to send you. I think I just took a bunch of stuff out to storage. So as soon as I get a chance to go through that stuff, I'll be sure to send you some
Oh, that would be
pictures.
great. Yes, thank you. Mauricio says, I also want to know what is Tonia's perception about her album right now. Well,
I think it was perfect for the time. I think
mm-hmm.
everything is exactly what it is. So it's kind of a difficult question, I guess. That would be my perception of it. It definitely, it's a time capsule.
Mm-hmm.
It's a time capsule. And I can go
Yeah.
back and listen to it, and I can remember every single place I was when I recorded that. Like physically, was I in New York? Who was this by? I remember all the experiences of every song. So when I
Oh,
listen to them, I remember first time I heard it on the radio. I remember all these things. So my perception of my album is, yeah, it's a time capsule. Um I think it's bubble gum, but I think it's genuine too at the same time. I think it's perfect
yeah.
for like an 18-year-old. Does that make sense?
Yes.
But
No,
I'm
for
still gonna
sure.
jam it at 41, Britney Spears and all this. So
No, but for sure, Tony, because you were, like you said, you were 17, 18 when you recorded. And I hated when music critics, sometimes said, oh, their music is like for young girls. And what were they expecting for you to think about at 18? I mean,
yeah, that's another thing you asked
please
me earlier
think a little.
about the hair color and the album, like the album cover. What was it supposed to mean? I just remember everybody talking about it. It looks like power. It's I represent. You know what I mean? So it's like that.
Oh,
That's I guess that's what they were going for. But I really do look mad in that picture, and I'm not sure why, or how I came across like that. I don't know what somebody said. I just went. So I'm not sure, but I hated that album cover. I hated it.
well, to be fair, another picture would have been great.
Yeah,
Better. Yeah,
I agree.
but still. What's like to know we still love your music?
What did you say?
Lucas says, what it's like to know that we still love your music.
Oh, like I said earlier, it hits here because it just reminds me of everything that I've kind of just went through in my life and stuff. So I'm speechless, honestly. Like I said, I ran across your video and I'm like, hold up, people are still, that's so sweet. Because I remember, people are talking about like NSYNC, back in there, Britney, Jessica Simpson, Mandy Moore, even, those types of people. But just to see, Eden's Crush and myself and talking about 3LW and all these places. I mean, I can't believe 20 years has gone by and that people remember. So it's very, very touching and sweet and humbling. So.
Yes. No, well, it's great, and that your music is still out there, and for us fans that we met you like years ago, and that your music still plays with us, it's fantastic. It's a great feeling. um. Uh, uh, who did he want to record a place like this?
Tony Braxton, I think, is who
Oh.
he wanted to shop that one to.
Oh, okay. Have you read Britney's memoir? Someone has, and if you have, do you have any thoughts on it?
I haven't read it. I've been reading excerpts from it. I go, Britney, let it go. Like you gotta go, let it go. I mean, she's got things to say. So I'm supportive of that for sure.
Well, yeah, she's been through a lot, so it's great that we get to know what was behind.
She really has. And like I said, she's always been super sweet to me. I mean, super sweet, very supportive.
Yeah, she's great. I hope she gets to find the peace she needs.
I'm hoping that for her too, for sure.
Levy Harden, I grew up listening to your music, and your music is so amazing.
Oh, thank you. Grow up listening to music. Oh, that's amazing. That just sounds, I can't even believe I'm hearing these words. It still feels like fan. Oh, it's crazy.
Yeah, like I told you, when I announced that I was going to interview you, everybody was like crazy, saying, "Oh my God, we need to ask her so many stuff." So sorry. Your sister Jessie, she just sent me the link to the "Nobody Loves Me Like You." So
okay,
definitely,
cool. Yeah,
we'll check it out.
Yeah, that was done with Gen Rubin. Yeah, he's amazing. He's phenomenal.
Okay, I will check it out for sure. What are your thoughts on Innocence?
The music or people in general? Their music was, I mean, very bubblegum as well. So I think it all kind of goes, like I said, we were all in that trans con with Lou Pearlman and stuff. So everybody kind of had their pop was just what it was at the time. It was very bubblegum.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So.
They have very good songs.
Definitely. And they're super sweet. I love them all. Like I hung out with them all the time, so they were super, super nice.
Yes, they were. I've been trying to reach them, but they're really hard to find. So because I would love to interview any of them, but they're not like easy to find.
I think Nikki. I think she married one of the guys from Take 5. I can't remember. Ryan, I think was his name. So you might be able to find maybe. I think I found her on Facebook before.
Oh, I will search for her. I think I have one of them. But anyway, your sister says if you have time, please ask her the best way to get the power.
Okay, so when I was really little, my sister's 4 years older than me, and she used to aggravate the crap out of me. Of course, I would aggravate the crap out of her too, because I'm the younger sister, right? I'm just better at it. And I won't get in as much trouble because I'm not supposed to know as much. So anyway, I needed to get the power so I could get back to her. And I felt like I was getting power by taking my finger and putting it in my teeth and pushing as hard as I could. I thought I was getting power.
Oh, that's
Thanks,
so
Jessica,
cute.
for that one. Appreciate that.
Oh
me.
Mm, Uh, Mauricio asked, was it annoying for you to be compared with the other pop girls like Britney or Christina in that moment? How do you feel about that now?
Yes and no. It was irritating a little bit because I was trying to be a little different, but at the same time, it really wasn't any different. You know what I mean? Like the music, and they tried to set me apart by doing my hair brown,
Mm-hmm.
and that type of stuff. But yeah. Hmm.
You must have heard that. I mean, there's always going to be comparisons, in
Sure.
any way. But
And I remember getting that question all the time. That was like, how do you differentiate from Brittany and Jessica and Christina? And all I would say is, well, I'm Tanya, so you know,
yeah,
I just have to show you. I just have to do my show and show you me, and hopefully that will set me apart.
well, yeah. I mean, everybody has something that will, make a difference. But you know
For sure.
how the press is. They always want to compare you with something.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely. I got that question all the time, and as a matter of fact, like I said, I had people running up to me asking me for their autograph. They thought I was Brittany when I had the blonde hair. So,
Oh,
and
yeah.
one of
You.
the girls from Innocence, she
Uh
has
huh.
blonde hair too, and she got that a lot too.
Yes.
So,
Yeah. Yeah. I saw those pictures, and yes, you looked a lot like her. So
yeah,
yeah. Now it's time to ask those from Instagram that I got.
yeah.
Because I told you I got a lot of questions.
I'm so excited. This is so fun. Thank you so much for having me on. Thank you for all the questions and people watching. This is so fun.
No, yeah, I mean it's great to get to know more about what happened. Um, um, can you ask her how she felt about Nickelodeon using her "I Represent" song for the Tiana soundtrack, and ask her if she would make a 2023 cover of the song?
Now that sounds like fun. That sounds like fun. I'm okay with that. I didn't write the song or anything. Um, I just actually became Facebook friends with my friend Joshua. He wrote that. He was one of the guys that wrote that song.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, it's kind of cool to connect with them too. Like I said, I've been talking again, and now I've kind of became friends with Joshua on there.
Mm-hmm.
Um, they were probably some of the absolute coolest people ever to record with. Like we had a ball in the studio. I Represent
Oh,
was the funnest song I think in the whole album to record.
oh. Well, that's great to know. Then, if you would re-record it again, that would be
I would love to do
awesome.
that. So if Joshua's watching, maybe we can, make that
That could
happen. But I,
happen.
I did know that it was on tie-in. And funny, I heard that. I just heard it one day on TV. I was like, hold on, what? What? That's so cool. So it was kind of like a little bit of a
Yeah,
shock to hear it on, a TV show like that. It was kind of cool.
yeah. I was. That was one of my questions. How did you feel the first time that you heard yourself on the radio?
It was very surreal. My mom and I were driving through Orlando, and Orlando was probably one of the most supportive places ever. And I
Mm-hmm.
basically lived there. I mean, we did all of our stuff was there. Lou Pearlman dance studio was there. Did a lot of the vocal coaching and those types of things there.
Mm-hmm.
So my mom and I would go down and stay for like months at a time in like a little hotel thing. But yeah, I heard dun dun dun, and I was like, "Mom, mom!" We all got chills. We're looking at each other like, "Oh my god, it's on radio!" It was
Yeah, oh
just,
my
it
God,
was insane.
that must have been
It was
like
insane.
crazy. Yeah.
It was
Oh,
insane. It was
how
insane.
fun.
One of the best experiences ever.
Oh, something that you will never forget for sure.
No, nope. I remember exactly where I was too.
Oh, that's awesome. But yeah, I would have felt the same probably. Um, I'd love to know how it was like for her to come up in a time full of pop girls and how that impacted her album. That's a good question.
What was the question again?
Um, I'd love to know how it was like for her to come up in a time full of pop girls and how that impacted her album.
Well, um, like I said, bubblegum was just kind of there. It was kind of like
Mm-hmm.
what everybody was doing. Everybody was kind of doing it at the time. Everybody's chewing their bubble gum. But I I don't really I'm not even sure it affected me, if that makes sense. Like That's a good question. That's a really good question.
Yeah, 2001 was full of pop girls.
Well,
So
everybody, I can honestly probably think of 10 probably off the top of my head. We could probably go down a list of them. Everybody was trying to compete with each other. So there were who could wear the shortest top, who could have the biggest boobs, who could have the, shorter shorts and those types of things. So I'm pretty sure that, played along with self-esteem for sure.
yeah, I mean,
We were always taught to be always look your best, like always wear lip gloss, which I'm not doing. It wore off, but we're always told, look this way, look that way. So I think that was probably the biggest, if it affected me in any way, that was probably maybe what it was. Trying to idolizing people or trying to be like them, or think that I'm maybe not good enough because I'm, I don't know, brown headed instead of blonde or something like that. So maybe, everybody just kind of, it's like a factory, kind of everybody just kind of looked the same there for a while.
Well, yeah, in 2001, I actually have this thing about 2001 pop princesses, and you are one of them because I always say, oh, there it is. Oh,
Hello.
you just disconnected for a little. Yeah, 2001 was a moment full of pop girls, but I always consider there to be five that were like the main, which is you, Brooke Allison.
Yes.
Do you remember Brooke Allison?
I do remember her. I never got to meet her, but I do remember her.
Oh, she's been in a coma for 4 years now.
Oh my gosh. What?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
It's so sad. It's so sad. And I wish her the best. We all wish her
Me
the best.
too. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that.
Yeah. And it was you, Brooke, Michaela. Do you remember Michaela?
Yeah, I do. I never met her either.
Oh, you were so in the same moment, but never met. That's crazy.
Yeah, exactly.
Amanda. Do you remember Amanda? Everybody doesn't. That's what you keep saying.
Yes. Oh, you're bringing back so many things I haven't even thought of in so long. Wow.
Yeah. I actually interviewed her like 2 years ago, and she was so sweet. And
I'm gonna have to go back and watch that one now. That is so cool.
Yes, she's from Sweden. And she was working in the U.S. and it was so difficult for her to be so far apart from her family. So you were so lucky to have your parents.
Absolutely, and that's one thing we never did. We never did go overseas or anything. We only went to Canada on the NSYNC tour. So I've never actually been abroad. So.
Oh well, and the other one is Casey Battaglia. Do you remember her?
I don't know. I might have to see a picture of her.
She went under the name of Casey, just Casey, and
just Casey. It sounds familiar, but
she had this song. She made a cover of "I Think I Love You." So what am I so afraid of?
Okay, I might know who she. I would have to find her. I'm really bad with. I mean, it's been 20-something.
You probably do remember. So yeah, because you were at the same time. So I always say you were the five pop princesses of the 2001 pop. So yeah, that's great to talk about them and to talk about them with you. So which is awesome.
Yeah, and for you to consider me one of those, I'm just flabbergasted. So thank you.
No, yeah, I mean, I think a lot will agree with me on those five girls from the early 2000s.
Oh yes, yes. That we were everywhere. I think they were maybe on different tours, different radio tours and stuff. That's why we really didn't.
Yes.
Meet. Our paths just didn't cross, but.
Yeah, you were there. You guys were there. So well. And the other question about what happened to the Broken Promises video. Yeah, I told you that's a question that I got a lot.
Oh, I got it a lot too. Anytime, people were like, "Hey, where's the video? What happened? I thought you were getting a video." And I was like, "I thought I was too."
Oh, yeah, it's a shame. I mean, it's crazy.
I thought that was just kind of part of it. I thought it just kind of, it's just part of it. That's how you promote. Music videos were huge back then.
I mean, every artist did that. And every time I talk about those five singers that I mentioned, each one of them had a music video. And why didn't you? So it's so sad.
Yeah, I would like to know too.
Still time. There's still time to do it. In a 2001, environment, that would be so cool to see you, performing. Did you still remember the choreography?
That's funny. Not really. I remember parts of it. I'll start like doing these things like this, and but I just do actually still have some of my tour clothes in storage as well.
Oh, that
Yeah, I
we
got
would
a
love
pair of
to
these
see it.
pants. My mom handmade these pants for me. I still got those, and I've got the costume design cloak thing that I wore and I turned around on the stage with, and it's like a big black hooded cloak thing, and I rip it off, and I'm wearing like this sequin outfit.
Yeah,
So I've still got all that in
like
storage.
it's a pink sequin top. I love that one.
Yeah, something like that. But yeah, I've got all
Yeah.
that. I've got it all in storage.
Oh, we should. You should share it with us and the
I
fans.
will
In
definitely.
your social media. Um, Crystal Cunningham, one of my followers, says, "I want to know if Tonya still sings and what her favorite memory is from when
Oh,
her music was released."
oh wow. Ah, my favorite memory of when it was released. Probably the album release party that I talked about a while ago, or being able to just have my dad on tour before he passed away. So that would
Mm,
probably be, as far as singing, like I said, Gen's kind of reached out to me to kind of play with this country stuff, possibly.
mm-hmm.
Um, not There's nothing really in the works, and just mainly just do karaoke right now,
Oh,
just for fun. But
but
yeah.
well, you still. I bet you still have the voice, Tonya.
I
Right?
still sing. I sing pretty regularly, so yeah, I feel like I don't know if I can still hit those notes because I don't know how much older now, but I've got my songs. I sing well. I think on karaoke.
Oh, I would love to hear you sing. Freddie Perez, can't wait for the interview. Love her album. Wonder if she ever had unreleased songs or albums and why she stopped making music. She has a lot of talent.
Yeah, I think we kind of went over that earlier.
Yeah.
I kind of wasn't in control of a lot of that stuff. Had I been in control of it, things definitely would have been different in some aspects.
If you could come back in time, what would you change? What would you do differently?
Nothing.
No? You will leave it all the same?
Mm-mm. Yeah, we all have things we're like, oh, I wish I'd done this, I wish I'd done that. But I mean, in hindsight, it's kind of just, I mean, I'm still alive and I'm still going, and it's made me exactly who I am today. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't think,
Mm.
I mean, everybody has regrets and stuff, but I don't think I would go change anything because then it would change everything again. If that makes sense,
What?
it's kind of like a domino effect. It would just continue to change.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Well, you surprised me with that answer because sometimes some artists get to disappoint us fans by saying, "Oh, I wouldn't have done that album, or I wouldn't have done this or that
No, not
song
at
or
all.
whatever,"
Not even a
because
place like this, I still would have done it twice. I would have done it
oh,
exactly the way it went down, for sure.
oh, that's so sweet. Because yeah, I've heard that, and sometimes us as fans, we're like, "Why are you saying this about your music? I mean, don't you know that we grew up listening to those songs, and
Yeah.
maybe one of those songs help us through some time in our lives." So it's great that you
Yeah.
really do appreciate what you did back in the day, and that you wouldn't change a thing because you enjoyed it when you did it.
Oh, I loved it. I had a ball. I enjoyed every moment of it.
Oh, that's great. And well, now comes my questions, my fast
Okay.
questions. Okay, it's time to
Okay.
rate. It's time to rate your album from 1 to 10.
Ugh.
The songs. Okay, from 1 to 10.
One
I
to 10.
represent
Okay. 10.
10. Broken
Yeah.
Promises.
8. It's pretty good. I just like
Eight.
I represent better, I think. Yeah. I think it's
Okay.
an 8. It's a good 8. It's up there.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Stay.
Uh, yeah, 9. Probably I
Okay.
like Stay.
You're the One I Want.
5.
Okay. A Place Like This. Okay.
God. I mean, I like the song. I just don't have good memories or, nothing really cool, exciting when I think
Okay.
of that song.
Okay. Well, we just know now. Wasted Breath.
Maybe 7.
Okay. A Little Too Late.
Oh, I really loved recording that one. It's so funky. I'll put it up there with a 9. I really like that one.
Oh,
That was
okay.
fun. That was fun.
I Don't Want to Fall in Love.
Probably 9. That's a good one. I like that.
It's a beautiful ballad. Yeah.
Yes, it is. And I'm just, Gin is so talented.
The Only One.
Maybe a 6. It's a good song. It's just not, I don't know that it was for me. I don't think it, like I said, the album's kind of all over the place. There was R&B, there's stuff that kind of sounds, salsa-y, and there's, there's just, the album's all over the place. But yeah.
Okay, so it's Turn Around. I love that one.
Oh, 10. Yeah.
Yeah,
10.
it's beautiful. I Cry Real Tears.
9.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Should I Stay?
The song I would maybe give a 4, maybe, but the experience I give a 1,000. That was another one I had so much fun recording. We got that done in one day, like a couple of hours. That whole song was done.
Oh, okay. And well, how would you rank your album?
My album, I would rank it a 10 out of 10.
Yay, baby. It is. So yes,
Yeah,
definitely.
Thank you.
And is there a song that you would have liked to that back in the day that you wish that you had recorded that was given to another artist or?
Actually, early on, there was a vocal coach, some friends of Lynn and the family that lived in Nashville, and I went up there to do some vocal training just to get some basics down because I'd never had vocal training in my entire life growing up. And they presented me with the song Waiting for Tonight by Jennifer Lopez. And Lynn turned it down because she thought it was a group song. So she was going to shop it over to Innocence. And they didn't take it either. And then Jennifer Lopez came out with it a couple of years later.
Well, that song was first recorded by a group called Third Party.
Oh, wow. That's great. I didn't even know that. That's insane. But yeah, I love the song. And I was like, oh, heck yeah. And Lynn's like, I think that's going to be better for a group. And so we just kind of passed on it. But
oh, and that's a fantastic song. Yeah, it was written by Maria Christensen from that group that I mentioned. So, so they recorded it first, and then it was given to J-Lo.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I never recorded it. I only heard it. I was like, I really like the song. And then she came out. I was like, heck yeah. It's just kind of cool to hear such a big song early and then see how it grows and manifests from there. Yeah. Kind of interesting. It's like a baby. A song's like a baby, you know. You write it and you take care of it and you move it along and see where it goes.
And it grows. Yes, of course. Now, your favorite female singer?
I've always been a huge fan of Celine Dion, if we're getting into the vocal aspect of it. And of course, there's always been Mariah Carey, because she's always been my favorite. But probably one of those divas, they call them.
Yeah, obviously, those two are.
And of course, Whitney Houston, whatever. But yeah, she's amazing.
The greatest voices of a generation. So yes.
Yeah.
Your favorite male singer?
Ooh, that's a good one. When I listen to males sing, it's usually country music. I've always really liked Mark Chestnut and this is on the country aspect here. Mark Chestnut and I'm drawing a blank now of all the people, but most of the time I would say it's country. I mean, I listen to like Little Nas X and stuff like that, but I don't really think he's a singer. You know what I mean? He's like
no, but I mean, it doesn't have to. It doesn't have to be a pop singer. Whoever you like.
Well, like I said, I'll go for anything like Little Nas X, and then I'll flip it over to Doja Cat, and then I'll go over here to Queen. It's really, my playlist is like all over the place. And I remember we were having dinner at a restaurant, and somebody asked me, "What kind of music do you listen to?" And I said, literally everything from Snoop Dogg to Garth Brooks, and they were like, "No, bad answer. That's a terrible answer." And I'm like, "But it's true. Like, it's true." Yeah. And they're like, "That's just, you're gonna have to come up with a better answer." And I'm like, "Well, What do you want me to say? Because,
Of
it's
course. I mean,
true. So,
well, you don't have to love one genre in specific. I mean,
exactly. Yeah, I thought
uh,
that was a little weird. So I think that shows too when I sing, because I literally sing anything from country to rap. So I think it's just made me kind of who I am.
oh, okay. Um, your favorite boy band,
NSYNC, of course. I
of
can't
course. Who
not
else?
say NSYNC. Boys to Men would be up there. Yeah. Bless you.
Um, thank you.
And again,
Um, your favorite girl band.
girl band. Oh my gosh, that's a hard one. Oh, hmm. If we're going pop, I'd say Eden's Crush, maybe.
Yes.
I don't really listen to a lot of girl groups in country, so I don't really know how to go in that direction. So I'll just stick with Eden's Crush from back in the day. Are there any other
Oh,
girl groups out that right now that I should know about?
right now I'm not.
So I'm confused on the answer because I'm like, all I can think of is
No, no,
this.
no, no. Because I mean, yeah, obviously we all have our favorites, but they don't have to be like the ones that are hot right now. So yeah,
Sure, sure.
yeah,
Yeah, they were
and
just amazing in general.
yes, I wish they recorded more songs, just like you.
Me too. Oh.
um, and your favorite mixed group, boys and girls, you know?
Oh, wow. Well, of course, that's Club 7 for sure.
Yes.
I don't know because I'm trying to think. Wow, I'm going back 20 years. I feel like I'm opening a vault of information that I'm not prepared to open today.
Well, back in
Huh.
the day, it was
I would,
18s.
yeah. Oh, I remember 18s. Yeah, I remember them. Let's see. Probably S Club 7 though. If I
Okay,
had
yeah.
to,
And now they're back,
yeah.
so which is great.
Yeah, that's exciting.
Yeah. And they're going to the
A lot of
US,
people
so
win.
they just changed their schedules to January, so you should check it out.
Okay, I think I'm gonna have to see if they're coming to Memphis or Nashville. That'd be fun.
And somewhere close, I think. I'm not really sure. Um, and now, a question that I always ask my guests, and
Yes.
some answer it like real quick, and some take a long time. So it is: if you get to be alone in an island and you can only take 5 albums with you, which albums would you take?
Ooh, mine.
Okay.
NSYNC's Christmas album. Like that's a good album.
Really? Okay.
That's a really good album. And of course Queen's Greatest Hits. That just has to be its own album.
Okay. Okay.
So there's 3. Daydream by Mariah Carey. All-time favorite.
Love
And
it.
maybe Butterfly. I don't know. Those are my 2 favorite from her.
Yes.
And then I can't remember the name of Celine Dion's album. The one that she had, it had a song on there called "I Love You," and I think it was like the 3rd song on the CD. For some reason, I remember that.
I'm
Oh,
not
and
so
another
good.
good one. It's
Uh-huh.
the Hope Floats music soundtrack. I would take that one.
Oh,
It's the music
okay,
soundtrack to that movie.
but you just chose like 8, Tonya.
I mean,
So-
or I can probably keep going even. I can't count. How many fingers do I have again?
No, it's a very difficult question because you think about a lot and then you say no, I prefer this one and not this one. So yeah, it's difficult.
Now I'm thinking more that I've answered the question. I'm like, crap, I should have thought of that one.
But you didn't took so long because I've had other guests that are like, oh my god, why are you asking me this? This is so hard. So yeah,
That was an on the spot question right there. That was
yeah.
difficult.
But we all like to get to know what you like in music. So yeah, it's part of the show. So. And final question, would you sing for us?
Will I sing for you? I can try. I have a 3-year-old that's asleep, but
oh no, if you can,
she's
it's okay.
asleep. We can do that another time though. I'll definitely set that up. I would love to do that.
Okay, yeah, because we would love to hear you.
And I have a snoring Boston Terrier under my feet, so I'm not farting. That's my dog going. So I apologize.
Okay, well, maybe a video soon for you
sure.
singing one of your songs. That would be awesome.
Yes,
So
I'm gonna do it.
Thank you, Tonya. I've had a blast talking to you. It's been a
Me
pleasure and
too.
an honor talking to you. After all these
Thank
years
you.
of trying to get in contact with you,
Oh.
it's finally happening. So yay, this is a happy moment.
Thank you so much for having me on and for just remembering that era. That's just keeping the memory alive, and I love it. Thank you so much.
No, we love you so much. All of your fans are still there, and we hope to see more from you soon. And
Thank
let's
you.
hope that you can reopen your Instagram account because or something like
Okay.
that, so fans
Yeah.
can be more in touch with you. I mean, we would love
Sure.
to.
Yeah. Yeah. I've just kind of been off social media because I've just really been focusing on family and just living life. I'm
Yeah,
so busy with the three kids and two dogs
I
and
know what it's like. I know what it's like. So yeah,
all
yeah,
right.
I know what it's like to have kids and a job and stuff. So yeah, we know, but it would be great for us to keep in touch with you because there's a lot of people out there that still remember your music, and we all are very happy to finally see you after all these years and see you looking so beautiful,
Thank
so
you.
so humble. Thank you, Tonya,
Thank you very much. Have a good
and
night.
thanks for everybody watching.
Yes.
Please,
Thank you for all the questions. That was so fun.
yes, thank you so much. And don't forget to subscribe and give us a big thumbs up. The video will be available in a couple of days for you guys to watch it in full. And thank you, Tonya.
Thank you so much.
Bye, everybody. Oh, thank you,